My name is Ben Kempas. I work for the Scottish Documentary Institute, and we have been part of a Nesta supported project called the Portable Fundraiser, which we've been developing jointly with Distrify. That focuses on making crowdfunding portable, embeddable across the web. Well, filmmakers these days rely heavily on video players that get embedded anywhere on the web. And they also rely heavily on crowdfunding. But no one has ever combined the two. The basic thinking behind the Distrify player as it existed prior to this project was that wherever people come across the trailer, they can also purchase the film on video on demand or as DVD. And we wanted to take that further and say everywhere where somebody comes across this film, we want to have the opportunity to raise funds right there in the form of donations or community screenings or other ways of crowdfunding. Well, the idea with I Am Breathing was to have as many screenings as possible in one day, that what we call the Global Screening Day, the 21st of June. And it really led to all these screenings all over the world in 45 countries at current count. And that was all facilitated through the use of the community screening functionality of the Portable Fundraiser. So people would just go to host your own event and book your own copy. And then they're taken to the sliding scale. So at the moment, you can choose between an audience of up to 100 people and decide whether you want to give them a file or a DVD or a Blu-ray, or whether your audience is bigger or even bigger. The other thing we tried with I Am Breathing is that every time somebody purchases the film on video on demand or on DVD, they have the opportunity to top up that payment with a donation to the I Am Breathing campaign. If I want to watch the film online, before I check out, I get offered to top up my purchase with a donation. And because the amounts we are suggesting here are quite high, we actually get substantial amounts donated because, you know, people don't want to appear as giving too little. So as you move along the slider through the donations, you see what these donations do. It shows you there at the bottom. You know, if you give us £250 or more, this could fund a day's work on an educational DVD package for I'm Breathing, plus a day's work of an M&D expert researcher. Just to, you know, give people a better idea of that to do certain things, there's actually, you know, substantial amount of money needed.
So we revolt against our past. We have decided to feel differently.
Future My Love is a film that focuses strongly on ideas around a world without money. Now, this film has been produced under the current economic system, and we can't just, you know, live by the principles of the film and release it for free. But we wanted to find some sort of compromise or step in the right direction, and came up with the idea to create a gift economy. And the way this works is through what's known as the paid forward concept.
We give Kirsty in Scotland a personal link to see Future My Love for free. She's following the link and watching the film online.
Populations grow out of their civilizations, lovers out of their relationships. Civilizations fall, people move on.
Kirsty finds Maya's film really thought-provoking. She is convinced that our friend Eric in Sweden totally has to see this. Kirsty makes a small payment and puts in Eric's email address for him to see the film as well. Eric will receive an email telling him that Kirsty has paid for him to watch Future My Love. Just like Kirsty, Eric falls in love with the film. He now wants other people to see it, not just some of his friends, but also people he doesn't know. Eric moves the sliding scale to give the film to 20 people. Yet he enters only 5 email addresses of friends. The remaining 15 will feed into a big pool accessible to everyone, allowing even more people to watch the film for free. Hopefully, many of these people will return the favour. But not by paying something back to Eric. Instead, they will pay it forward for even more people to see Future My Love. Some give the film to 1 person, others to 10, and some even to 100. The sliding scale shows you all the options. So what about Liana in Brazil who hasn't seen the film yet? She can go to futuremylove.com/forward to see if anybody else has gifted the film to a stranger like her. If we all keep giving, chances are there'll be a gift waiting for Liana too. She can even write a quick thank you note to the donor, even if that person prefers to remain anonymous.
We always worked with Distrify in the sense that we used their players to get our films out. But we were kind of lacking that additional bit of functionality, the fundraising capability. So that's what this project was about. And now we keep using them, of course, with that added functionality. I think we learned a hell of a lot about tech development, both about what to watch out for and the benefits you can get out of it. The main thing is that we will keep using this tool across other projects and for future crowdfunding efforts, and we're very happy for it to become available to the wider, not just film world, but other arts organizations who want to fundraise based on a video as well. The project officially ended at the end of October, and it's now March, and here we are still using the tool set and rolling it out for yet new projects. But it's also nice to see that people who we hired for the outreach campaign around I Am Breathing and Future My Love are still doing work for us, and there's this sort of knock-on effect, if you want, where we also take these ideas and take them out to the film industry and tell them about what we've done and how they could use something like that. And it's very nice to see something like the Oscar-nominated documentary The Square now taking on the pay it forward concept.